So I finally managed to beat Skin Deep, and it took me a little over 7 hours. Once you beat the game, you unlock the ability to replay missions, which gives you the opportunity of going for bonus objectives that you might have failed going for the first time through. And what can I tell you? This game is a hidden gem. For anyone who likes immersive sims, more particularly stealth games, this is right up your alley. Skin Deep is a mission-based stealth game with each of the levels playing out regardless of your location on them. A level in this game is essentially a spaceship that you can end up exploring, but guards will end up having their routine walking patterns, get distracted by things that you do, and all of this is going to be happening at the same time as you exploring the ship. But what sets Skin Deep apart from other stealth games is its sense of humor. You've played games before where you end up throwing a bottle at an enemy to stun them and knock them out, but in Skin Deep, you'll throw pepper at them and give them a sneeze attack, or put a banana peel on the ground to trip them. And when a guard does get knocked out, you'll have to grab their head and find a way to jettison it to space in order to kill them permanently. Otherwise, they'll just respawn. It might seem like this is just tedious, but where it gets interesting is because that head that you are now carrying takes up an inventory slot, which means that's one slot less that you have for offensive items to defend yourself. By far, one of the most interesting aspects of this game for me, however, is the fact that you can go outside the level. See, with it being a spaceship, you can smash out the windows, go into 0G, and just fly around to another part of the ship. So the basic game loop has you trying to rescue cats. You can technically get through a level without killing a single enemy, but one way or another, you're going to have to get all of the key cards to rescue all the cats. And what's great about this game is there's not just one simple way to complete that objective. Usually there's a bunch of excess key cards that you can find in hidden areas. And the way that the game gets more difficult is by adding more player blockers in your way, like having to track down a security code in order to unlock all of the air vents on the ship. Or the only way you can leave a level is by hijacking a pirate ship that's full of enemy reinforcements, forcing you to either A, steal the key card that accesses the ship and leave, or kill all of the pirates. And because this objective is thrown at you at the end of the level, you might be really low on your supplies. This is what I grew to love about this game, because you, the player, have to make smart decisions with the limited amount of resources at your disposal at any given time. Sure, that TNT might be useful to knock this guard out, but you might have to deal with a group of pirates later. I won't spoil everything that the game has to offer, but I will say that the last few levels are crazy tough. In particular, the final level is a gauntlet. It's 3 huge floors on a gigantic ship, and you don't have a map. You are micromanaging so many things while you're on this level. And because this game has dedicated manual save stations that you have to find in the level, it means you have to be very careful not to get a high alert status. Because the longer the enemies are searching for you, the more the ship's defenses will try to stop you. You have no idea how much of a relief it was playing 10 minutes into the final level and finally getting a save station. The only negative things that I can say about this game is I don't think that the gameplay evolves enough to justify the latter half of the game. I think that the game introduces a lot of new mechanics very steadily throughout the campaign, but for the last final levels, it just kind of gets harder without introducing new mechanics. It's not bad by any means, I was just kind of hoping that it would evolve a little bit more. You get the opportunity to use guns, for example, but you can never steal a pirate's gun. It would have been cool if you could find like a hidden flash drive or something that would give you a fingerprint allowing you to use their guns throughout the level. I don't know. If I get overly critical, I could say that a lot of the levels visually look the same. The layout is completely different. But while I was still coming to grips with the game controls and mechanics, I would find myself getting lost, thinking I was still in the level that I just beat. This did go away, but it was something that I thought I should point out. The story is also something that creeps up on you. The world is interesting. I'm typically the type of person that skips all the cutscenes, but in this game, I couldn't get enough of them. And I think the main reason for it is because I feel like the cutscenes don't insult your intelligence. They don't try to explain every little detail of the lore. They just allow you to see as much of the lore as you want if you dig deep into the PDAs and stuff. And because of how dynamic the gameplay is, I find myself replaying missions multiple times. I guess if I had to say what this game was similar to, it would be Hitman. The levels are a lot smaller, sure, but that doesn't mean it's not still a fun sandbox. Huge recommendation from me. This game will be on my Game of the Year list.